Recently, it went viral from an interview on Angela Yee's lip service that Jim Jones shared some information that was definitely the definition of TMI, but he's backtracking on it now. The original story, which I'm getting from the Jasmine brand, shared that his mom was the one that taught him how to kiss with the tongue, which is properly known as a French kiss, and more people just call it as tongue kissing. So, the original story said while things are known to get spicy during Angela Yee's lip service podcast, it's safe to say her latest episode left many people in shock. On January 6th episode, the Breakfast Club radio star sat down with rapper slash reality TV star Jim Jones and had a very interesting conversation. And in the viral clip, Jim Jones revealed that when he was a boy, he learned how to tongue kiss from his mother. He clarified that his mother did not give him instructions on how to kiss, but instead showed him by actually kissing him on the mouth. And he said, she taught me everything about sex. My first condoms. My mom taught me how to kiss. It wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her mouth. And they were like, are you serious? And he said, that's my mother. She showed me how to tongue kiss when I was younger. My mom was 17 when she had me. She was a baby. Look at all the babies that's having babies now and look at how they act with their babies. It's like they have a little sister or brother more than they have a child. And so now he's backtracking on it and he's clarifying this viral situation, which is really disgusting.
For the record, I love my mama more than anything in the world. And for the record, it was a joke. People take things way too far. Don't bother us anyway, but let's get it clear. That's weak what y'all trying to project. Some simple. Some from our childhood. We talk about childhood things. I thought that was funny. I appreciate you, mommy, for helping me out. But no, cut it short, Jack. Cut the bullshit. You heard? Life is good. I do appreciate all the support, and thank you for letting me go trending again, viral once again. But stop it. Love you, mommy.
But do we believe that? I personally don't believe the backtrack. I believe what he said the first time. Usually people say the truth immediately when it comes to stuff like this, when it's off the cuff. And then after sitting and thinking about it, and you want to backtrack or you want to try to clean it up. And definitely, of course, he wants to take his mom out of the hot seat because she had to come out and say some things on her social media platform to clarify the situation as well. She probably called him and cussed him out and said, how are you going to make me look like this and whatever. But he was specific when he said, she was young when she had me. She was 17. Listen, that's no excuse. I had my one and only child when I was a week before my 16th birthday. And I have never, ever, ever done or thought to do anything like that with my child. And thankfully, I am not a grandmother. He has not had any children out of wedlock or anything like that. You don't have to do things like that with your kid to teach them, the way to do things and how to stay out of trouble and quote unquote, I don't want to say quote because I'm not saying she said that, but the saying how some people say, well, I'd rather my kids learn from me than learn it out in the street. If I don't teach them at home, then they're going to learn it from the wrong place and be taught the wrong way. That's not the way you're supposed to be teaching your kids about sex at all. Okay. Yes, definitely instruct them on using protection if they are going to indulge. And you may have to have some means of showing them how to apply it correctly or whatever, of course, but kissing your child, I believe the first story over the backtrack, but that's just me. You let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section. We all know that Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live have been, for what we can see, going strong for the past few months now. And even though a lot of people may not even see this relationship as serious, they see it as a rebound situation, or she's just having fun. She was dealing with this madness and these mental issues back and forth with Kanye West for all of these years, and she had 4 kids pretty much back to back if you look at the ages of the children. And just, even though she didn't carry all of them, we know she had a surrogate, but still, they've got 4 kids now and they're going through a divorce. So Kanye has proclaimed out in public that he wants his wife back. He's going to make it work, that the world needs to see that their marriage can last, because if Kim Ye is what he called it, if they don't last, then there is just no hope for anyone who decides to get married or those who currently are married. It's a wrap. You're not going to make it. If Kim Ye doesn't make it, then they can't make it. So he has to be back in his home with his wife and with his kids. The kids are an afterthought. Not saying he doesn't love his kids, but everything is about Kim, right? So he and many other people see Pete Davidson as a downgrade from Kanye West. They see him as a downgrade. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, so it's not just about the looks of a person, but, you know, some people see him as a cornball and goofy. How are you going to go from somebody like Kanye West, that is seen as a genius in music and now in fashion, to going to this goofball who is a comedian on Saturday Night Live? I agree, you know, in some ways, but for not every woman, it's not always just about that stuff. And she's been in a relationship with Kanye West for many years. Definitely it was a come up. I don't believe that she didn't love him at all, but it was a come up. That entire family is all about the come up, period. It's not about love. It is about come up, strategy, business, money, making moves upwards, and that's it. That's it. So now he's being petty and he's trolling, because we already know he bought the house across the street from Kim's house for $400,000 over the asking price. Okay. He did this after he declared that he loves his wife and he wants her back, and he's determined to make Kim Ye work. Now he bought the house across the street. But Kim doesn't seem interested. She's already filed to be declared a single and change her last name to Kardashian. She does not want to continue to carry the last name West, even though her children are bearing the last name of her soon-to-be ex-husband. She wants to be declared single. And she is out here in the public flaunting this relationship with Pete. So now Kanye is going to be petty, and now he's pretty much doing what he feels Kim is doing, which is downgrading and getting with someone that a lot of people don't know or kind of sees as a nobody. And this is the type of stuff that he does. It's a mind game. It's a mind F, if you will, for this woman named Julia Fox to be with Kanye West. And now she is sharing things on social media. They had a photo shoot. It's all for the public, and it's all to try to get under Kim's skin. And I'm not sure that it really is bothering Kim. I think she sees it as weird. So it was reported that Julia Fox, which is what her name is, she's detailing an extravagant date that she had with Kanye West. And this is coming from the Jasmine brand. So it says, Julia Fox didn't keep quiet for long. She gave the scoop on all things Kanye. Kanye West's latest lover, Julia Fox, gave a tell-all about their recent string of dates. The Uncut Gems actress detailed their first night together and told a media outlet what the future held for the amusing item. Julia and Kanye met on New Year's Eve in Miami and had an instant connection. Whatever. New Year's Eve, that was a few hours ago. In terms of life, that was not that long ago. She didn't say they met New Year's Eve a few years ago. They met New Year's Eve, okay? Their introduction went so well that they decided to see Slave play together in New York City. After the play, they dined at Carbone, a popular Italian restaurant. While the pair enjoyed their dinner, Julia said the rapper played creative director. She says, Ye directed an entire photo shoot for me while people dined. The whole restaurant loved it and cheered us on while it was happening. The photo shoot wasn't the only thing Ye had up his sleeve for the night. He reportedly stocked a hotel suite with designer goodies just for her. Of the wonderful surprise, Julia stated, it was every girl's dream come true. It felt like a real Cinderella moment. I don't know how he did it or how he got all of it there in time, But I was so surprised. Like, who does things like this on a second date or any date? A billionaire who has nothing but time and money to waste. It has nothing to do with feelings or emotions. The feelings and emotions that he has is definitely not for her. It's get back. It's being petty. It's trying to get under Kim's skin. It's so childish. It's so juvenile, but that's who does it. Okay. So as for the future of their fling, Julia said that she doesn't know what this will lead to, but things have been organic so far. Yeah, right. She says, everything with us has been so organic. I don't know where things are headed, but if this is any indication of the future, I'm loving the ride. There is no future. This is a petty play for Kim's attention, and that's all this is about. So anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts about this petty move that Kanye is doing in the comment section, because it's really ridiculous, okay? Peter Thomas, most well known as the ex-husband of former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Cynthia Bailey, he is just not getting out of the hole when it comes to money that is owed with agencies or people and things like that. And it's kind of crazy. You want to root for the guy because I do believe that he has a good business. I've heard a lot of things about his bar one in Miami, and they say it stays lit, it stays busy, and the food is great, and all of these different things. And he's opened up businesses. He, I guess, knows what he is doing in business, but knowing what you're doing in business and staying on top of the money that you owe and just keeping these things out of the news outlets is something that he has not mastered yet, okay? Because I do believe that he has a lot of ambitions when it comes to business, but he doesn't really stay on track when it comes to the legal side of things and keeping things with regards to the taxes and the fines and fees and all of those things handled, and doing these things before venturing off into opening up other businesses and side hustles and the things that he does. Because you saw a lot of this when he was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta with Cynthia, and he would do things ambitiously, not discussing them in detail first with his wife, and just, you know, come and bring her to a place and show her around and say, well, yeah, I got this place. I already signed a lease. This is going to be a coffee shop. This is going to be the new bar one. Like, he just does the things and he doesn't discuss things at first. And I do believe just seeing that on the show is an indication of how he handles his business. I believe he knows the fun side of things in terms of building the businesses, but when it comes to the fees and the fines and all of those things that are first and foremost important, he doesn't really handle those things well. And so this story also comes from the Jasmine brand. So it says, Peter Thomas is in hot water with the IRS again. Former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband. And I know she's pissed because it's like, I'm not even with him anymore. Not just the fact that she's not with him anymore in his divorce, but she has remarried and moved on. But she will forever be connected to Peter, and they don't even have any kids together. But anyway, here she is being connected to him again. Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband, Peter Thomas, allegedly owes back taxes from over a decade ago. According to Radar Online, the entrepreneur owes $450K in back taxes for an Atlanta restaurant that shut down in 2010. Now, this was during the time that she and he were married, so I'm not sure if she has any implications in it. I don't think she does. I think she's just been an investor with him, meaning she gave him money, but her name wasn't on the business. So as far as that goes, I don't think that she is involved in it, but this was during the time that they were married, or, you know, were together and then got married. The restaurant was called Uptown Restaurant and Lounge, and while it was running, Peter allegedly failed to make a total of 10 payments. And those payments add up. Now, in order to owe up $450K in back taxes, that would indicate that the business made a good amount of money. You don't have to pay that much in taxes when your business didn't make it. Not saying that he had a profit, because businesses can make a lot of money but have a lot more expenses, which would in turn lead to losses when you file your tax returns. But the employment taxes, those things don't go away. You know, you may wind up not really owing much in federal and state taxes because you didn't really make much money in terms of a profit because of all of the expenses and all of the other deductions. But the employment taxes, those add up. I am here to tell you, I know of what I speak because I am an employer, and employment taxes, they can really run you in the hole. But anyway, that's another story for another time. So it says apparently the missed payments were able to fly under the IRS's radar until now. When the eatery officially closed its doors, Peter blamed the Great Recession, which began in 2007 and ended in 2009. Peter is being accused of not paying his taxes from December 2008 to December 2009. Ex-reality star could lose his assets if he doesn't pay his debts off promptly. As of this report, he still hasn't covered the $450K bill that he owes. Since his past restaurant failures, Peter has opened Bar One in Miami, which appears to be doing well. Peter has a history of financial troubles, especially in terms of owning restaurants. In 2019, the Jasmine brand exclusively reported that he was forced to close his Charlotte bar over a tax lien. He racked up more than $200K in unpaid taxes. The sports bar, called Sports One Charlotte, was said to return without Peter. According to a source, the bar fell off the map due to Peter's inability to juggle his finances for multiple projects. See, that's what I was just saying, because he just delves off into all of these different ventures, and it's good to have these different ideas and be entrepreneurial, but put them down on paper and plan towards them. Don't just have the idea and say, oh, I'm gonna go jump and do that. All right, at the time, Peter was working on Bar One. That same year, he was arrested for allegedly writing fake checks. He was released after 6 days and denied the claims. And also, his ex-wife, Cynthia Bailey, sued him for an unpaid loan in 2020. They have since made a private settlement. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think that Peter has some help that he needs to hire so that he can get out of this hole and stay out of these spaces of having to owe all of this money? Or is he just not really good with business and maybe should just be an investor in businesses and make the money that way versus owning the businesses and having to have all of that responsibility? Not everyone is a good business owner. Some people can be really great with the ideas and be entrepreneurial, but some people just are not good with business. Not everyone is cut out for business. That's just the reality of it. But anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section. As we all know, Britney Spears had her conservatorship ended by a judge, and she is out here doing the most and wearing the least doing it. And what I mean by that is that she's feeling free, and now she wants to let everybody know it, whether they want to see it or not. Although I don't think she really wants to see the comments, because she posted a nude photo on her Instagram account and she had the comments disabled, so people were not able to comment on it. But she posted a nude image of herself and she commented, "Free woman energy has never felt better." So the story reads that pop icon Britney Spears set social media on fire on January 7th when she posed nude on Instagram. The former teen sensation posted 2 mirror selfies in which the heart and flower emojis were the only objects censoring her private parts. And she captioned the photos, "Free woman energy never felt better." So it appears that Britney, who recently celebrated her 40th birthday, turned the comments off on her post, but that didn't stop the internet from reacting to her shocking photo shoot. And there are many comments. Of course, there were many for it because of the post itself got over 2 million likes. And there are people that are like, what in the world is going on right now? So here's what I will say. She is pretty much showcasing, in my opinion, these are my thoughts, being beautifully honest about it. She's pretty much showcasing why she needed to have some sort of conservatorship. And maybe it should not have been completely closed out and canceled. Maybe there should have been somebody else assigned to be the conservator. I'm not really sure who that would be or if anyone would be trustworthy, but having some sort of conservator maybe or watchdog over the conservator to just make sure that she is not having her earnings fleeced and that she's not left with nothing, and giving her some sort of freedom, but also having some sort of monitor over the situation, because she was granted a conservator after her public breakdown and meltdown that happened in 2007. And it's just been a lot of things that she did not have access to, or the freedom to do some things, and some things that was revealed. It was like, wow, she couldn't have an iPad. She couldn't use, her social media freely. She couldn't do this. Like, wow. But I don't know. It seems like she really should not be having any other kids and having some sort of barriers, because I don't see that this girl is all there. I just don't. Those are just my thoughts, just based on what I'm seeing. But again, that's just based on what I'm seeing. I don't know her personally, never have, never will. But just based on what she's showcasing, and she just turned 40 years old, I don't really see things getting better for her. I just see it as a downward spiral. I mean, every time I see a photo or image of her, she looks dead in the eyes. It doesn't help that she's got all of this eyeliner or mascara, whatever it is, the black makeup around her eyes, making her look like a sleepy raccoon. It just does not help her. Like, if someone can just get her some really good skincare and cleanse her face and get all of that eye makeup off, and let's just see what you really look like. Yeah, you may have some dark circles. You may, you may not look the brightest around your eyes. A lot of people don't without makeup, but hire a really great makeup artist and do some tasteful photos. It just does not seem like she is all there, and that she is well and isn't in need of some sort of guardian or conservator over her life. I'm quite sure her family is pissed when they see these things, but I also believe that she's also doing it to piss them off, because it's a get back. I remember reporting previously that she made comments, and this was before her conservatorship ended, that if it was that she was going to be coming and gunning for her family, and that she was going to spill a lot of things and they need to beware. So I just believe that this is just the beginning. We will see what more is to come. I don't wish her any harm. I definitely wish her well, but I just don't see this getting any better if this is what the beginning looks like. So you guys let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section.